Assalamu alaikum, dear students, and today we are going to discuss the general characters of angiosperms for class 11 students. So stay keen. Angiosperm term has been quoted from the Greek angion, that stands for vessel, and sperma, the seed. In angiosperms, commonly known as the flowering plants, the pollen grains and ovules are developed in specialized structures called flowers, and the seeds are covered, unlike gymnosperms, wherein the seeds were naked. And here in angiosperms, the seeds are covered and formed inside fruits. Angiosperms are the most recently and highly evolved plants. They are the most abundant and conspicuous plants, with about 2,17,000 known species, of which 2,20,000 are dicots and 50,000 monocots. Angiosperms, therefore, are exceptionally large group of plants occurring in a wide range of habitats. Their size ranges from tiny, almost microscopic wolfia, just 0.1 centimeter in height, to as tall as eucalyptus trees, which can attain a height of 100 meters or more. Angiosperms provide us with food, fodder, fuel, medicines, and whatnot, and several other commercially important products. And they are divided into two classes: the dicotyledons or dicots, and the monocotyledons or monocots. The dicots have two cotyledons in their seeds, and the monocots have only one cotyledon. In angiosperms, the sporophyles are aggregated to form flowers. Sporophyles we have already discussed in the lower group of plants like algae and bryophytes, pteridophytes, etc. The male sex organ in a flower is the stamen. A stamen consists of cylinder, filament, and an anther at the tip of the filament. And this comprises the male component of this reproductive unit, the flower. The anthers following meiosis produce pollen grains, which are highly reduced. The female sex organs in a flower is the pistil or the carpel. Pistil consists of an ovary enclosing one to many ovules. Ovules contain a highly reduced female gametophyte, the embryo sac. The embryo sac formation is preceded by meiosis. That is, the embryo sac formation follows the meiotic division. Hence, each of the cells in the embryo sac is haploid. The embryo sac has a 3-celled egg apparatus, 1 egg cell and 2 synergids, 3 antipodal cells, 2 polar nuclei. The polar nuclei eventually fuse to produce a diploid secondary nucleus. Pollen grains, after dispersal from the anthers, are carried by wind or other agencies. There are different agencies which are involved in the process, which you are well known, the pollination. Thus, the pollen grains are carried by pollination by different agencies to stigma of the pistil. This event is in general termed as pollination. The pollen grains germinate on the stigma, and the resulting pollen tubes grow through stigma and style, soft tissues of stigma and style, and reach the ovule. Usually, 2 male gametes are discharged into the ovule, where one male gamete fuses with the diploid secondary nucleus to produce the triploid primary endosperm nucleus, the short form of which is PEN. And the other gamete fuses with the egg cell to form zygote, the event called as the syngamy, or commonly the fertilization. Because of the involvement of two fusions, this event is termed double fertilization, and this is a peculiar feature of angiosperms. The zygote develops into embryo with one or two cotyledons, one cotyledon in case of monocots and two cotyledons in case of the dicots. And the PEN, that is the primary endosperm nucleus, develops into the endosperm, which provides nourishment to the developing embryo. Synergids and antipodals ultimately degenerate after fertilization. And at last, the ovules develop into seeds and the ovaries develop into the fruit. Thanks. Have a nice day.